keep the world balanced. Okay. All right. So today's topic. You want to introduce the topic?
I can. So
Okay.
our topic this time is love and money.
Ooh, them duckies.
Yeah.
Them duckies.
So a lot of people ask like how we do our finances,
I keep all my money.
views on finances. That's true. That's very true.
This is not very.
How we do our finances. So we want to do a video. Yeah, to talk about it. One of the questions you want to start off with, like how we handle our finances.
All right, so I don't know if everybody who watches this or not, but you know I graduated with a degree in mathematics, so I'm the numbers guy. Okay, so I know numbers, I know how to manipulate them and work them, right? So I come up with our budget, and the way we do our budget is we break it down based off of spending money. So, and you know, we've been in a relationship a long time, so our spending money has changed variously throughout our relationship. So, at one point in time, you know, one person could be making more than the other person, but no matter what, we always had equal spending money. So, if Nique only got $300 spending money, I would only have $300 spending money. If Nique got $5,000 spending money, I'm gonna have me $5,000 spending money too. Alright, so no matter how much the other person is making, we all just have the same amount of spending money. I'll configure the bills however it sees fit to us to have the equal spending money. So I could be paying on the rent and then not paying nothing else, and she paid whatever amount and we both end up with the same amount of spending money. Or I could pay the other stuff, she could pay part of the rent, and we end up with the same spending money. No matter what, we're going to end up with the same amount of spending money. So whether you pay the rent, whether you pay the electric, car note, whatever, we end up with the same spending money. But I don't believe in paying all of the rent. I don't believe in the male should pay for everything, just because finances is a real touchy issue with most people. And you know, you always start watching people with money. You just be like, I'm paying all this rent and you don't do nothing. See, you get in that confrontation every day, like, I pay all of this and you don't pay nothing. What is you doing to earn me to pay this rent? See, now you in that confrontation and it's a daily argument because you just thinking about, I'm paying $2,000 a month and you ain't paying nothing. What you doing to contribute $2,000 a month? Yeah. So it's like if everybody just split everything based off of spending money, not split it off of how much bills is, because if you make $60,000 a year and I make $40,000 a year, should we be splitting everything evenly? No. Right. If we should be splitting things based off of spending money. So so that's why I don't believe the man should pay for everything. And I feel prideful when we go shopping and she goes shopping and she goes up to the counter and she pays for it, and I know they be looking at me like, this dude ain't nothing.
Okay, but I will say before in our relationship, you did not like when I would pay for stuff.
Yeah, but you know that was the immature part.
I was like, you used to
that
be
was
mad.
back
I
before
like, okay,
I was really in the
we could go to dinner. I can pay for it.
Yeah.
You used to be like, no, I'm not about to have my
I know.
paying for mine. Now you be, I'm like, you want to go out to
I don't gotta impress nobody.
You be like, yeah, on you. Okay.
Oh yeah. Let's go eat on you. That's how don't spend money. Don't be.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But before,
that's what I'm
you
saying.
did not used to like when I used to pay.
I was trying, because when you're young, you're trying to impress everybody or whatever. Now that I'm old, I don't care. She paying for shoes today. Yes. What? That's her spending money. I'm not about to go in my spending money to spend stuff on, unless you want to. You know, part of my spending money could be spending stuff on her, but I don't feel obligated anymore to pay for stuff.
Right. So yeah, I don't agree either. I don't think the man should pay like for the rent, especially if both people are working and both people are living, you know, together. I don't feel like the man should just pay all the, you know, the biggest bills like the rent, and then the woman should just pay like the utilities or whatever the case is. Because then it could be like only if it equals, like you said, like it equals the spending money. Because there's been times where, you know, like I've paid the rent, but it's because we still was left with the same at the end of the month.
Because when we moved to Charlotte, I ain't had nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you are buying everything. You are buying everything.
Yeah,
so.
but it worked out. I mean, it's been times where it's been like that. So it is what it is.
But you gotta take note too. That's Rob and Nique's relationship. I don't know. Maybe you got a sugar daddy type of relationship out there where
and
you know.
And the man won't mind.
Yeah, the man. Yeah,
or he think that he should, you know, pay for all the rent and they should only pay for the utilities. Yeah. That's got to be a conversation that
between
y'all have. Yeah.
But just know, you always got to keep in the back of your mind, the number one reason for divorce is through finances. Yeah. So the reason why I tackled the budget problem was because I seen the statistic and I made myself aware that, okay, this is the number one reason why people divorce because of finances. How can we mitigate that risk with us in our relationship? So something you got to think about.
Yeah. So we had another question from one of our followers that said, I asked the question, love and money, what are your questions? And they said, does one help the other?
Love and money?
Love and money.
Love, is that saying like if you have love and money?
She didn't really explain how she wanted to, you know, what she meant by it. But like, it was just saying like, does one help the other? In my opinion, I don't feel like love and money, one helps the other. I don't feel like money helps our love, and I don't feel like being in love helps our money situation. What you think?
I agree to an extent. Just because we've been broke together.
Yes.
We've been rich. We've been balling out every Tuesday. Ooh, we moved to Charlotte. We both had jobs. Oh, we was in there like, not worried about it.
Oh
my God. But so I don't think it hurts the relationship, but I do believe, like I said, that when you have money and when you're in a position that we are, like we don't really stress about money. So that's one less. Yeah, back in the day, it was like, oh, the bill's not paid. Right. Like, let's go talk to the landlord. Yeah, let's talk. But now, it's not even a thought process a lot of the time. So, like, we about to go on a date, and even though we talked about, you know, the man shouldn't pay for everything, but we can go on a date and not worry about, dang, I got to cut this money out of somewhere or something like that. So, the fact that we don't have to think about money like we did when we was broke, it does help the relationship because you don't have that extra stress of, because you know when you broke you can't do you gonna make stuff to do when you broke but you gotta really think about, you gotta be strategic. You can't just be on a whim and be like, yo, we about to go
just go drive to Atlanta,
right, because you can only go get tacos on Tuesday when you broke.
Right.
But when you got money, you go Wednesday, you like, oh, you wanna go get
Saturday.
Right, you don't gotta ask for the happy hour, man. You know,
right.
Yeah, it's different.
So, okay,
you know,
I do get that.
You're a little more carefree.
Yeah, that's true. I guess having more money. I mean, it doesn't. I won't say it like helps your love because you can be broken in love because we were. But I guess it does it allows us to do a little bit more because we do have a little bit more money than we had like before. Yeah. So I like that. You know.
That's what I'm here for, baby. I just keep your balance. You know, perspective. There we go.
Is that all you guys say on that one?
Yeah, I think I said it good.
Alright, so somebody else asked us, a separate account or joint?
You see you know what I think about when I said that? That Martin episode it was when Martin and Gina got the joint account.
Oh, and they had to ask each other.
And they had to ask each other, and then Martin bought the TV.
Yes. Yeah, he bought like some Jordans or something.
Did he buy some? I thought he bought a big screen TV
but then Gina needed the money to get like a boot of her car or something.
Nah, it wasn't nothing serious. She like got something for herself too. I forgot what it was though.
I thought it was the one she got something, and then she.
I think she was supposed to get a boot of her car.
And she didn't ask him for the money. Yeah. She just did it, and so he kept running her like, "Can you run to the store and get me?" And she was like, with the wheelbarrow and stuff. "Can you go do my laundry now?" Like instead of just telling him like, I used the money to get like a boot of my car. I don't know. Anyway, so how do you feel about that? Separate accounts or joint?
Definitely separate. My reason for separate is a little different though. Well, I guess it ain't different. I mean, it's
What's
not.
What's your reason?
So I don't know. I just heard a lot of bad stories of people in the military, and you know they get deployed and stuff.
And
then they want me to clean all that out. They just be like, "Golly, did I get paid?" I don't think I got paid.
Oh, yeah.
So even though I know Nique ain't gonna clean my bank account out, but you do give somebody that power when you be like, "Yep, joint bank account." But I think that us having a separate bank account, we tried the whole one bank account thing. We've never put money in it just because we're so used to our bank account. I don't think it would be an issue with us to have a joint bank account. But I still think, like I said, number one, like finances is the number one reason people divorce. And anytime money is involved, you gonna have some type of issue. So I think that having separate bank accounts is ideal because I can't watch her spending. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't see her and be like, dang, baby, you spent $500 on such.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't be watching her spending. You know, that's her money. That's her spending money. You know, unless we got joint ventures we want to invest in. That's her money. I don't really care what she do with it. She can give money to a stripper or something. I don't really care.
As long as the bill's paid.
As long as the bill's paid.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you're responsible.
Yeah. I don't think you should have. Honestly, when we first got married, my mom always told me like, keep something for yourself. So even if we did have a joint bank account, we probably would still have our own separate accounts. Just because, like, you want to have something for yourself, and you do hear those horror stories about people who you watch a movie or something, and then like they get divorced, and then the wife like goes to the bank account and like, oh, your husband cleared all that out, like you left with nothing and stuff like that. So
Vegas.
Yeah, you need he doing whatever because you know. He got all the money. He was smart. He cleared it out before you got there.
Got a race. Hey, what time you get off? What time you get off?
It's a race to get to the bank to clear all the money out. So I do believe my mom always told me like keep something for yourself. I mean you never know like what's gonna happen. So like I definitely agree with that. I think that's all.
So just to wrap it up, just remember the point of emphasis here is to create a budget with your spouse or significant other, whatever, whoever you with. Sit down, create a budget, because like we said before, the number one reason people argue or break up is because of money.
Yeah.
And if y'all don't have a clear understanding of where the money is going when it comes in, it's always going to be a dispute no matter what. And you just got to understand each other and what y'all willing to give for each other. So that's the one takeaway I would say we have for this episode is create a budget. And however that budget look to y'all is how it works.
It's no right or wrong.
No right
way
or wrong.
to handle it is how whatever works for you guys.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe.
Money.
I got a broke nail.
Broke nail, but we ain't broke.
Okay, then we get it.
That's coming up.